or Khan? Yes, I know that. Thanks for streaming the event. No problem. I love to do so. So anyway, and you see the timer already started on their side. You know what? Can I cut the timer off my? Can I just like not show the timer? There you go. Should be okay. Because, alright, so I guess you can see that. I could also try and have a different camera angle, but you've got everything you need. Scores, who's first player? By the color, like there. Scores for each player. Timer, right there. And their timer is more accurate than mine, so might as well use theirs. So yeah, let's go with this. Alright, so Octacon is playing. I guess I miss a ship right now because 3 ship list. But I guess the ship I'm missing is. There you go, no surprise. Alright, so it is Raw and 3 X-Wings. Fenraw with seems like Child R4. Child R4, where's Child? Child is here. Then you've got Colby. Veldstrans van de Codes, alright, that's a way to put it. And R4 as well. Then you've got Luke, obviously, and then there is Wedge. No, not Battle of Yavin, please, just a regular one. Luke has Shattering Trick Proton, yeah, alright. Torpedoes, and R3. Nothing quite surprising here, I guess. What are the 4 points remaining? Marksman, R3, Elusive. Marksman, Elusive, and R3. Alright, so that should be the list of Octacon. And here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Australia. And now we're good to go, except for the colors, because Wedge is green, Luke is yellow, Colby is red, and now we are up. Oof. There you go. Alright. It's okay if it shows the wrong list, it's just that I have to do it myself because I don't have access to finals list. I don't quite know if they are the same as a group stage list, but anyway, I'll do it myself, so that will take a bit of time. Alright, so it seems timer has already started. 1 hour and 9 minutes remaining. Quick presentation of the lists because these are known for a long time now. On the right and playing for Australia, Octacon, playing with Fenraw, Initiative 6 in the Shitipede, before an enemy ship in your firing arc engages. If you're not stressed, you may gain a stress, and the ship cannot modify dice while it performs an attack. The ship ability is irrelevant here. The child gives you to calculate each turn, basically, and calculate that you can gain up when you are damaged. These are force, but they are not recurring. And there is also an R4 astromech to clear the stress easier. Colby Sperado, Initiative 4 X-Wing. After you perform a barrel or boost action, you may flip your equipped upgrade, your equipped servomotor S foils upgrade card. He's equipped with fails transponder codes that allows him to carry Notorious. So first time he will lock or be locked, there's a jam going off of it. Then each time he defends and he has the opponent in his attack arc, he can spend a charge and the attacker gains a strain. And when he attacks, there is a reroll for a blank because of the strain, and there is also an R4 astromech. Something that you saw quite often. Luke Skywalker recovers a force after being called Defender. Shattering Shot, attack being obstructed or at range 0 of an obstacle means you can spend a force to add an I. Trick Shot means obstructed equals +1 in attack. Proton Torpedoes is 4 dice with a lock requirement. And R4 Astromech to carry 2 locks and the S foils obviously. And then Wedge, -1 defense die on each attack. On each defense die when Wedge attacks. Elusive to be a little bit more alive, basically. Marksmanship, hit equals crit in the bullseye. Proton Torpedoes, obviously, R4 Astromech, and the foils to clear the list. You think I rule? I don't know about that. We'll see. Totally predicted the Republic to win, and I was really confused of why Actor was playing such a Republic salad. Yeah, that was the list of one of my friend. But anyway, I can just like have the bet cancelled if you want, but it's okay. Not like if you bet something quite important. It's just for the memes and having you participate. Alright, on the left, playing for CIS. General Grievous, also quite known with this build. Outmaneuver. He attacking you, and you not seeing him means -1 agility. His own ability works the same way, but for attack dice, which means if you can't see him when he is attacking you, he can reroll up to 2 of his attack dice. Impervium plating. When he is dealt a critical damage, if it is a ship, he can just spend a charge and discard the card instead of taking it. And then Soulless One, +2 hull, and when he is attacked and not seeing the attacker, he can reroll a defense die. Quite a lovely General Grievous build. I'll finish with Django, but first DFS 081. Ability that is quite strong, but in this case not really useful because he's alone. Anyway, could be useful though on a very crit roll. So his ability reads that you can basically make crits go to hits by spending a calculate. Any crit, not just one, any crit. He's equipped with Discord missiles, grappling struts to be able to stay on those asteroids and play tower defense, and then independent calculations, which basically means that one calculate equals 2 if you are ready to pay the price with a stress. Then Catbane, I would say newly arrived in this list, but not quite since he's been out for a moment now. Initiative 4 during the engagement phase. After another ship, not friendly, not enemy, just a ship, is destroyed at range 0 to 3, you may spend 1 charge and perform an action even while stressed. Very good ability, and then he also has the ability to cancel any dice modification by green tokens when he attacks in the bullseye, which is quite a good combination with heavy laser cannon that he has. He's also equipped with ion cannons to have a bit much more control And since his primary weapon is only 2 dice, well, having a cannon that brings you 3, even though you're getting your opponent irons instead of damage, is quite good. Treacherous, if the attack is obstructed by another ship, there again, not enemy nor not friendly. You may cancel a hit or a crit, and the obstructing ship gains a strain, and after a ship is destroyed, there again, not enemy, not friendly, you can recover a charge. So lots of triggers when obstructing, destroying, etc. on Cad Bane. So that is something that you have to remember, to be honest. Alright, so Xanadu Blood is the title that allows you to have red cloak actions, but also have access to devices, and there is one that is quite scary in the moment, proximity mines, and that is it for Cad Bane. Ken is going to lose, and I'm going to triple my credits score. Ooh, tough call. Grievous flanking into the torps. I mean, you know, is like what? 6 agility native? That's cool. He's going to live through it. Alright, and then finally Django. Initiative 6, Fire Spray. Basically, if you did a maneuver that was easier to execute than the one that your opponent did, you can modify his dice, whether it's in attack or defense. You can have one of his eyes become a blank. He's equipped with Jamming Beam, Fails Transponder Codes, and then that gives access to Notorious. He's equipped with Proximity Mine that we just talked about. Slave 1 will perform a front arc attack. If you're on the defender's back arc, full back arc, you might change a hit to a crit. It allows Boba to go on the ship, and Boba says that if the ship that you're attacking is the only one in your attack arc, then you may change a focus to a hit. So basically, if you go like hit, hit, focus, you have a hit, hit, focus into a hit, and hit into a crit, which is quite nice. Then Count Dooku. So Count Dooku was changed for those who didn't notice. Count Dooku now only works on attacks. So basically, before a ship at range 0 to 2 rolls attack or defense dice, if all of your force are active, you may spend 1 and name a result. If the roll doesn't contain the result, then the ship must have this result. Alright. And that will end the presentation. We are in round 2, which is the reason why DFS 081 grabbed the scramble, the transmission thing. I thought it was in range, but it seems like he wasn't. So Cad Bane took care of it and just grabbed the thing. Alright, so Grievous seems in a bit of a danger now, because if Colby just did go where he is now, I guess the 2 remaining X-Wings are going to do the same. That doesn't look quite good. Alright, so did I miss something? Seems that I'm okay. Alright, so he is getting a barrel roll and a focus. Problem is, Saulus 1 won't be active on those X-Wings. I mean on Colby for sure, but probably not on Luke and Wedge. If they did go fast, which we will know about in a second. Who is first player? Khan is, so Django is going to have full information before moving. Not quite sure it will help, but stay focused. Hello, Fun Walk. How you doing? Alright. So I'm not quite sure what we are going through right now. Oh, maybe debating over the focus? No? I don't know. Okay, so there you go. Foils closed probably means that there will be a boost, or maybe not actually. We'll see. There is no lock currently. Boost only gives you access to a stressing focus. So he did go quite slow with Luke, but I guess it was to cover a wider angle, because now he's threatening Grievous and also threatening to go on the center and take care of Django, Cad Bane, and DFS. There is also this particular situation for DFS right now, the one that says that basically using the struts will kill the little droid, because even though he is not obstructed by the rock at the end of his move and during the shot, he's sitting on it, which means he's at range 0 of it, and being at range 0 allows Luke to have a shattering shot active, and you don't like that for sure. Right, so Fenro did a 1 straight, probably will grab the satellite. There you go. One hard for Django, probably will grab the satellite. Alright, and it will probably mean that this configuration, which means 2 points each turn for Sascha and 1 for Khan, will remain the same for quite a long time right now. Because in this situation, and having those lists, I punch really hard but need those actions to do it. You don't have the opportunity to grab satellites. Oh, so Dooku. Oh, I don't have the dice. Let me just. There you go. Oh, quite a good roll. But quite well defended. Alright. No Notorious for Colby. No shot for Colby. No shot for Grievous. No shot for Cad Bane, obviously. Alright. So, as there was no damage dealt, I'll let the prediction go through on this turn. Anyway, that's a 2-1 score right now for the CIS and Germany because of grabbing those satellites early in the game. Having the control over the center is quite nice. Now the real question is, what are Wedge, Luke, and Grievous doing? I guess Grievous is in a bad spot anyway, because he has to deal with the whole rebel list. But the problem for the rebels is that Django is coming, which is quite scary. You don't want to have a fire spray on your flank, because if you do, and even more with Django, blue maneuvers that just are made to follow you quite slow are the ability triggering condition for Django. So you don't want to have him do that, because like if you consider, like, most people just tend to take Django for his initiative. Problem is, when Django triggers, there are two types of people. The ones that basically don't know about the ability because they never used it, and the ones that remember. And those are dangerous because Django's ability is actually quite good. It's just that nowadays you can have elusive, allows you to reroll, and if you don't know about that, the attacker modifies defense dice before defender modifies defense dice. So basically, if Django downgrades a focus to a blank result, you can just elusive the die, and that's it, actually. But anyway, quite a strong ability nonetheless. You don't want to ignore it because when you take it, that's a lot of pain. Grievous seems like ultimate bait. Django will want slave one, etc. Yeah, I mean, I do agree. What I'm not a fan of is the position of Cad Bane right now, because he's behind uh, Django. That seems a bit dangerous, actually. That seems a bit dangerous. I'm not quite sure what maneuver would uh, end up being good for Cad Bane right now. And if you really want to have a fully, I'd say, modified score, you can just like, I don't know if you noticed, but now you have the score per round, which is quite nice. So we can just recall what happened by just looking at the board, and that's quite nice. Very, very good adding. Alright, so that's a independent calculations trigger right now. I like how Khan has a decision to make. Can't let Grievous flank you, but yeah, Cad a bit out of the fight for sure. Yeah, this is well played by Sascha. Just letting Khan make his own choice. And now you can see that basically Colby made a choice. I guess for now this isn't a problem for Grievous because 2-bank boost gets you out of Colby's arc, and Colby did take a target lock, so... Oh, but he's not taking a target lock on Django. And there is the... Okay, so the two false transponder codes did trigger, the one on Colby, taking a lock, and the one on Django. Uh, so no transponder codes left in the game. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe 2-bank doesn't do it. Was it a 2-bank? Oh. So no, I was wrong. 2-bank boost doesn't clear. I mean, this is the reason why I'm a streamer. Yeah, I guess that won't do it. No, I won't. Just a focus. No. And a boost. Okay. Alright. Cad Bane seems like he will be out for another couple of turns. I guess you just don't stress yourself, and then if DFS dies, you have a boost possibility. Though it's stressing, it's okay. Boost right maybe, but then pointing the wrong way. That was a possibility as well. That was one possibility as well. He did go for a straight boost. Oh ho! And that could mean a lot. A good way to prevent Django clearing a lock from a torp shooter. Yes. The thing I don't understand is why Django is jammed. Because it should be... So what happens and in what order? Oh yeah, no. That's pretty clear actually. Django gets a remove from the lock because he jams Colby, but Colby locks Django anyway and gives him a jam, so that's okay. So yeah, actually that's a quite interesting way to put it. Because now it is a... So what did look do? Target lock, I guess, but I can't see it. What was the action for Luke? Still in current decision? Okay, so Wedge is shooting a torp at Grievous anyway. Yeah, I guess Grievous won't be healthy at the end of the round. That seems for sure. Django didn't lock a rock already. Uh, no, it is the only one that didn't. You are correct. Which is, well, not looking good. Because he thought about it with the whole list, but Django seems not to have done so. Luke boosted. Oh, thank you. Missed that. And now he is being coordinated by Fenro to take a target lock. Okay. And R3 will kick in and get another lock on DFS. So he's on closed wings, though the model doesn't say that. But anyway, that doesn't change anything. Closed wings for Luke, but anyway, it's only on... I cannot... Ugh. Is there... No, okay. Well, anyway, it's on primary attacks that you have a -1 attack die, so it's okay. And Django being quite aggressive right now. It looks quite nice because he's taking a range 1 from... I mean, at this point, like Proton Torpedo or range 1, don't know what's better or worse, actually. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Alright, so... What? Discord is going out? Or are they just, like, debating? No, okay, Discord is going out. That is surprising. I mean, like, you know you probably won't be able to throw it next turn, but anyway, I don't know what this little guy is going to do. But anyway, that was beginning of engagement, and now we are going through Initiative 6. And as Khan is, for the second turn in a row, first player, he will have the opportunity to shoot first. Probably a Proton Torpedo out. Let me just have those right there. Ooh, quite a good roll. Yeah, that's better, for sure. Alright, so there is 2 crits and a hit. Yep. And there's an evade, so 2 shields on Grievous. Probably means that Grievous is halved at the end of the turn because of Colby's attack. Alright, so what you want to do? Ooh, was not on the right spot. 4. No, I guess he only took 2. I don't know, but that seems to be safe. Who was the target? We will never know, but... Right, so Django will... Shoot Grievous! No, probably not. Just a bit much of excitement. And it's what I don't know, like you've got Wedge, but Wedge sees Grievous. You can't see Fen. You can see Luke, and Grievous can see Luke, but Luke isn't the target that you want to be shooting. Okay, yeah, go ahead. You don't want to shoot at Luke. Yeah, well, okay, yeah, well, you want to shoot at Luke. Alright. But they score, yeah. Okay. Oh, I mean, he's debating. Yeah, it seems like Luke is the target. Quite a good roll, indeed. That's 2 shields. That's 2 shields and a crit on Luke. 1, 2, and a crit. Crit is... Oh... Blinded Pilot! Come on, that's a quite good one. Maybe Luke Grievous can outmaneuver, even if ability is defensive. Yeah, but I guess like that was the right call, but it's just like it seems a bit difficult to choose and shoot Luke. But I mean, seeing that, that was the correct choice anyway, for sure. Alright, so that was initiative 6. Now we are looking at Luke. With initiative 5, and then Colby with initiative 4, and then it will be Separatist. There is a proton torpedo shot, so I guess it's on DFS. And there is no, only you can modify your dice only by the force, and this is a modification. So you can't even have a crit go through. So DFS needs a paint, and he lives, which he has, so 2 damage on DFS. 1, 2, and one torpedo on Luke. Alright, so Colby now. Means that the drone will live another turn. Will have to take another shot to be erased. I guess Cad Bane is a bit out, but Luke is in a bad spot, that is for sure. Ooh, I'm not seeing the dice. Hit, crit, and focus. No modification of any kind. Oh, nothing at all. So hit for sure, and crit is a ship crit. So Impervium kicks in and gets rid of these. So Grievous takes only 1 damage. Oh, and Cad is in range actually. Cad has a focus. That's an ion. That will be hit and an ion. You don't want to be ionized in this position. So I guess this is why you take the ion cannon. Obviously, that is a shot on Luke. 3 on 1. 2 rerolls and the focus. Might as well have those 2 rerolls. Not quite good, but yet you can kill if there's a blank. No, there isn't. I guess that's fair for Django's shot. So that is 1 more damage. Luke Skywalker. And now DFS. Has no calculate left, so that's basically a random shot. You need like 1 to go. I mean, like, you need 1 damage at least. And you need... Oh, there is... Oh, Dooku, actually. So that is a crit. And Force will take care of this. So, no damage. And Luke will live another turn. Yeah, the range 3 defense die for Luke. Not allowed to interfere. That's their mistake. I'm not quite sure I can call a judge or whatever. So we noticed it, but that's basically what it's like. Nope. This goes away. Okay. All right. So end of turn, and this is a 2 to 1. 1, 2, 1. All good. Easy to miss and easy for me to comment behind my keyboard. Yeah, but also like these players, it's just about a huge amount of stress. So I mean, I guess so. But anyway, regulation is quite clear. Do not interfere with the game. And although you might or are right, uh, cannot do anything about that, to be truly honest, but it's okay. I mean, at this point, I mean, yeah, it could have like been another hole on Luke, or probably nothing more. Alright, so anyway, seems like this engagement was won by separatists. And now Cad Bane is fully active. And he will be a pain for Luke, as well as DFS, because even though the droid doesn't shoot, means that Luke won't shoot anything else than the droid. So do we think Luke turns right and gets out of there? Problem by doing that is that there are only 3 ships remaining that can shoot. Colby is equipped with Fel's transponder codes, which means it doesn't have contraband cybernetics. I don't like this no interfere when it's for straight rule. It's not a miss trigger, it's a rule. I do agree, but everyone forgets rules from time to time. And I also agree that having a chat mentioning errors from players could also be the chat being mistaken about how the players are basically playing. So yeah, you can see that both ways. But yeah, I guess if Luke turns, that's probably the separatists getting. But you're right, not doing it's the regulation. I mean, I'd rather have a player throwing 1 less agility than being banned from the XTC. That is for sure. If I can just like being friendly with the organizers, I might as well. But yeah, that's a complex line. The prime directive strikes again. Yeah. But anyway, it's okay. I mean, like, how many mistakes do you make on average on a game? That is a lot, actually. there are a lot of mistakes, mistriggers. I mean, you can count bad reading of the rules. You can count miss-may triggers, and the only thing that changes is if you want to consider those two categories on separate ends, or if you want to group them, because anyway, everyone makes at least one mistakes of one of those two kinds on each game, on average. So that is okay. Now that the mistakes are behind us, we know that the game will be perfect. I need so many reps with the list before I stop missing many, many triggers. Yeah. But I guess that's I mean, knowing the list that you play has never been such a challenge with all those upgrades that you can have. Like, look at Cad Bane. He's equipped with his ability, his ship ability, Treacherous. Like, how can you not miss one of those at some point? It's difficult because he's got abilities that triggers on attacking in bullseye, those that triggers on um, defending obstructed, those that trigger on a ship dying. He's got system phase. He's got 3 different types of weapons. He can cloak, so you can just forget to decloak. That's a lot to remember, actually. Django has Boba, for example. Not a thing that triggers often, but when it does, you are glad to have a crit. Sorry, to have an eye changed to a hit. That's an automatic, so that's cool, but you've got to remember it. So yeah. And I'm just like noticing the separatists, because these are obvious, more complex species than rebels. But anyway, if you're playing the rebel list for the first time, you can forget about Fenrir, you can forget about the child recovering force by taking damage, although it's a rule, you know? But yet, a rule being a may or a must isn't a thing that will help you come over it and remembering it. I mean, probably that having a must and some kind of a direct consequence after forgetting a must, that must help you to remember it. But anyway, may or must, you can just forget both. That's coming from MTG, 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 MTG. What is MTG? Uh, Magic, the Gathering, I guess. Where as a spectator you can stop a game to call the judge, obviously without saying anything to the reason. If you see an illegal move or situation. Yeah, but is that right in Magic? I'd say that's a bad thing, to be honest, because you can abuse it. I mean, there are two types of opinions on this. First of all is everyone is well-intentioned, which means when you stop a game, means that you know the game, and you know that by stopping it, you are preventing something wrong from happening. And how did... Oh, Fenrir did make Wedge do a barrel. Quite nice. But anyway, if you consider the fact that the one that is interfering has the knowledge to do it, it's okay. But then if everyone can interfere, everyone has to have the knowledge. That is more rare. And if you consider that, good intentions and knowledge, I'd say it's a very good system actually, because everyone has the right to do so. But problems are not probably the intention. Problems are probably about not having the knowledge to do it, because like you can easily miss something and have the game stopped and have the players uh, like out of their mindset just for something that you didn't see that they did, and that's not a good thing. All right, so DFS is dying right now, which means Cat Bane can perform an action, and the action will be a target lock on Wedge. So DFS is out, but then again, Wedge had to shoot the little drone, and that is quite nice. Oh no, that was Fenro, my bad. So Wedge can still shoot. Who? Wedge is shooting. No modification of any. Oh, yeah, target lock. So yeah, I guess that's a modification. Okay, that is a range 1 on Grievous, but there's only one attack defense. Blah. So yeah, Grievous is taking 2. Kinda lives on the edge right now. And now this is Django. Django is attacking Luke to try and finish off one of the most annoying pieces of the list. Very early in the game. Ugh, that's not looking very good. But he can have a crit from Dooku and have his nope, because Fenrir used the stress. I don't know if the stress was there when Django did attack, or if it was there right. Oh man, that looks bad. Okay. Beautiful coordination. So this is where the argument of VTG kicks in. VTG? Veteran tail gunner. Yeah. Okay. Did Luke do a blue? Blue. Luke did a 3 hard, and Django did a 1 hard, so they did do the same difficulty. Who is attacking who? I guess Colby on CAD. Nothing there. Nope. Nothing there. Alright, so Grievous and Fenro, that is a shot that could matter, because this is range 1. 1 less agility, 2 rerolls, and focus is still active. Okay, that looks nice. You've got those 2 rerolls. That's, yeah, okay. At least 1 crit guaranteed. Okay, so 2 crits guaranteed, my bad. Okay, so crit and crit. Disable power regulator. Too bad. Next turn. Hull breach. Quite nice, though. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Disable power regulator and hull breach. Okay. So now you've got a decision to make with a. Thank you for the sub. Who did sub? What? Oh, come on, I don't have the. Seems like my software isn't. Oh! Thank you for the. Yeah, it's in the chat. I'm. Okay, so I just lost track of everything because I was confused. I guess Cat did shoot on Wedge. And it, oof, even with elusive, that was 3 hits on Wedge. Elusive is out right now. Wow. So Luke is still alive, but Fenro did take a lot of damage. 1, 2, 1, and 2 for the drones, so that should be 6 to 5. There you go. Thank you for the sub, thank you for the follow. Mega Silver, thank you for getting Sit Taker Tim a sub. That's quite nice. Thank you very much. Fenrose stopped all those mods. Yeah. And hello, Niels. Thank you for the resub with Prime. Alright. So end of the turn, 6 to 5. Drone is dead. Grievous took a bit of pain this turn. Django is quite okay. Cad is perfectly fine. Used his ability. Not yet a turn for proximity mines, but it should be probably soon. Where is, there you go. Oh, come on. Ugh. All right. Germany 1-0 up. Won my game. Okay, let me just update that. Germany 1. Australia 0. Lego. And GG to you. Representing Europe. That's quite nice. Okay, so we did play 4 turns and there are 21 minutes left. So we shall see how many they can fit. But I guess Luke or Fen dying. I mean, Fen is like what? 4 points? He is. Fen 4 points, but Wedge is 6. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Alright. So, let me just like. There you go. I just don't want to have you hear all the players going in and out of the Discord channel when I was where I was hanging. So yeah, what was I saying? Wedge is not that far from dying. Luke isn't either. So not quite sure what Cad Bane's best position is, but I guess hunting ships is a good thing for him. He's probably very good at it. Killing Fenro is quite nice as well, because that's 4 points and that's your mods back on the relevant shots. Problem is Grievous not in a very good spot to hunt this turn. So what will be Grievous' move? That will be interesting for sure. 2-turn and grab the objective. Could also be a 2-turn and grab the objective. Oh man, that's a 4 turns in a row. Actor Khan being first player. Cat maybe chase Luke and get out of the way of proxy mines. Probably, yes. Probably not then. Oh ho! Colby is grabbing the center objective. Alright. Now this is Cat plus Grievous turn to play. So yeah, I guess the 2-turn from Grievous is looking quite nice, because you still score 2 if you do that. And also you make room for Django. I'm not quite sure what we are waiting for. Right there. Right. Okay, so that wasn't a 2-turn, but a 1-turn. But I guess that does the trick. Rebels, stay chasing Grievous. Not collecting Django with the time left. Or will they? Da, da, da. Now, I guess Django being full, that just won't do it. Alright, so it will be still a 2-1 scoring. Yeah, Cat Bane did just try and do a too hard. Do you want to take a focus here? I guess you can. I guess you can. I guess you just like, you should. Because you never know, and Fenro is on your flank. Not very cool. Okay, so what is Wedge doing also? I mean, like, first of all, Luke. Yeah, Luke is just running. Next turn, he will be able to grab the objective. So it's either a... thank you for the follow. It's either a boost or focus, but yeah. Better not being shot than being shot with mods. Even more if you're sitting on one hull. Okay, and now initiative 6. What are Wedge and Fen doing? Okay, just a 1 bank. I don't think you can fit a barrel to the right. I just don't think you can. Which means probably that Fenro is going to survive this round. That doesn't look good for Sascha, actually. I mean, if you can kill Wedge, that's basically insane, but... I mean, like, okay, so there are 2 ways to put it. If Fen has Django in his arc at the end of the activation. First of all, Django is at range 0 of Wedge, which means Fen has absolutely no way of using his ability, which is nice for Sascha, in a way. Or Django isn't at range 0 of Wedge, and there Fen can just use his ability and prevent modifications, which isn't quite nice. Yeah, so he doesn't move. I don't know if Django has Fen in his arc. Not so sure. I guess he could have him, but... Okay, so no stress, but do you want to stress yourself to get focus back? I guess you do. I can understand that. The buzz droid wasn't useful, as predicted. Okay, so Fenro is probably attacking Grievous. Woo. Why are there 4 dice? Why 4? Okay. Calling and evade. Oh, okay. Calling an eye? What? I don't understand what happened, but anyway, they're doing their thing. Grievous is alive, that's basically what I can see from the cards, and that's basically what is going to happen. Is Wedge at range? Yeah, he's at range 1. But anyway, why is Django shooting first? There's something that I can't understand. What? Uh, what is happening right now? Oh, and yeah, he should be ionized because of the critical damage. Called evade and then misclicked to I. Yeah, that's what I figured out, but my problem was about Khan having 3 hits and a blank, and I didn't know what he rolled. So that's just that. So Fenro has Hull Breach and disabled, so should be ionized. Isn't now. And Wedge should be able to shoot, but now we are looking at Django. I insert confused face here. What is happening right now? What? I just don't understand why Fen didn't shoot yet. Raw will survive. I guess you want to shoot Fen, but okay, so I guess Wedge did like miss or something. That's basically what I think of, because if it's not that, then I don't understand. Colby on... I don't know, actually. But he's taking 1. Okay. That was a logical target. 1 shield on Catbane. So shot on Wedge. Fen being the annoying guy that he is. But hey, that's a good one. Ah, come on. Ah, man. Can't kill the guy. Alright, and then it's over, actually. So that can't be 8 to 8. It just can be 8 to 8. Oh, that's a 6. I was not looking. Oh, from your point of view, the blue 6 might look like an 8. Yep. Okay, anyway. +2, +1. That will do the trick. And we're good to go. Okay. Nine minutes remaining. We will play 6 turn, I guess. Not much more. Seems okay, 6 turn. We're on average. That's nice. Um, Django, Django, Django. Not quite sure you can like just throw a proximity mine. I'm not quite sure you can. Oh, maybe you can just touch Colby, but do you want to risk potential of 3 damage on Catbane by doing so? I'm not so sure you want to try it. But then again, you might want to do it. I don't know. That's short. That's short. Alright, so yeah, just a reminder, we scored 2 points on purple and 1 on blue each turn. The only difference was here being the drone killed. But that was all that was different. Okay, so CAD did throw a prox mine. So -1 here. -1 I said. There you go. I haven't played in too long to judge the proxy. I can understand that. No worries. I mean, to be honest, I think it clears. And if it was, I mean, if Cad wasn't endangered at all, I would have done it. And if Colby was in a different position regarding his hull, I would have done it. But Luke and Colby has switched colors. I'm sorry, what? Have switched colors. No. Colby is yellow. Oh, what? What? How? Oh, I was wrong the whole time then. Was I? Hmm. Okay, thank you for noticing. Oh, it's because they start with yellow? Ah, yeah, well, anyway. Okay, so 2 straight for Colby. Who had the Luke Skywalker target lock? I guess it's now alone. If Cad wasn't there, it would have been a perfect trap. Where, what do you mean if Cad wasn't there? Oh yeah, you mean the procs? Yeah, of course. Of course, of course. Yep. All right. Colby going out. Unable, unfortunately, to grab any sort of objective. Do something useful or else. Yeah, Luke is obviously grabbing the objective. There you go. Cad seems out of range, but then again, not so sure about that. Thank you for the follow. Right, so which? Oh, that's a full blue scoring met right now. Um, that will be a very, very heavy Turn for Baktakan. Thank you again for the follow. Looks like Cat is in range. Okay, so I think everyone moved right now. So this is an iron cannon on on Luke, and no modifications for Cadbane except Dooku, I guess. Looks like Luke is safe. And it was the only shot, was it? So 3 points for Australia. 1, 2, 3. And now for the first time in the game, oh, Khan did disconnect. But anyway, I was wrong. There will be another turn. I mean, at this point, being disconnected doesn't change anything because you only have one turn left. So that is okay, and this will be a very important turn because there is 3 points to be scored if you don't interact with objectives, and you have 1 point deficit. So you either need to have a or several ships killed, or you just need to... Ooh, that's a complex one actually, because you would need to grab 2 objectives to have half. Sorry, not to have half, to have a draw at the end. Would be a 10 to 10. Game is over, global time. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I'm referring to their timer. I'm only referring to their timer. I'm not on TTT page because each one of us can just like have this completely screwed up if we're too much on the page, so I just tend to not do it. Alright, so if the game is over, then it's a victory for Australia. So it is a 9 to 8. Quite a close one. I guess Luke surviving the whole remaining game and Fen being in this position for the rest. And also Witch having 2. I guess he took 2, so that's a 2-card package. So yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Hope you liked it, and we will come back for round 2 in about several minutes, I guess. Ugh. I'll just leave the game.